is I look for, when I'm simplifying fractions, I look for multiples of 2, multiples of 3, and multiples of 5. Also, 7, 11, and 13. Those aren't very common. It's more likely 2's, 3's, and 5's. You will recognize that they are prime numbers. Now, how do I recognize if something's a multiple of 2? It is all of your even numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How do I know if something's a multiple of 3? If the digits in a number add 2, 3, 6, or 9. Now, what I mean by that is, say I've got the number 15. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add those digits, and I get 6. That tells me that 15 is a multiple of 3, or 3 is a factor of 15. So if we tried 14, which we know isn't a multiple of 3, that checks out too. Now, multiple of 5 is anything that ends in a 5 or a 0. So 15, multiple of 5 because it ends in a 5. 20, also a multiple of 5 because it ends in a 0. 33, that isn't a multiple of 5 because it ends in a 3. Now let's get kind of impressive, and then we'll finish up. Say I was to give you the number this number here, and I was to ask you if it was a multiple of 2, 3, 5. Straight away looking at the number, I can say, yes, it's a multiple of 2. Now, when I say multiple, what I mean is 2 multiplied by something. Does 2 multiplied by something equal this number? All right, so 2 times a number is going to equal this number. I can tell that because that tells me that this number is an even number. Is it a multiple of 3? Great question. What we have to do is we're going to have to add all these numbers up. Now, to find out if they add to make a 3, 6, or a 9. Now, this is how I personally add because I don't have a calculator with me at the moment. I know that 8 plus 2 is 10. I also know that 7 plus 3 is 10. I also know that 3 plus 1 plus 6 is going to be 10, and that leaves me with a 1. So 10, 20, 30, 31. Now I can add those numbers together again to get 4. That tells me that this number is not a multiple of 3. I also know that this is not a multiple of 5 because it doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. All right, great work today, guys. Look, we'll catch you on the next one. Remember to hit like or subscribe. All right.